this, and we're going to have another game. So this is top 4. This is Narset versus Vial / Kraum matchup. So this is a blue-red matchup, and actually it's not blue-red, it's close to blue-red, but it's massively blue on Vial Kraum lists, and slightly blue and slightly white on Narset's list. So this is going to be efficient, and I hope interesting to watch, but so it should be cool. So currently we have a top 4 like that. So I don't expect anything particular to this game. So yeah, turn 1 ancestral vision. Oh, but this doesn't count since Narset is not really going to kill with the damage. But having a mana confluence as the first land is something you don't want to do all your days. But it's happening on both sides. Double mana confluence. Here we go. Enjoy your life counting. So yes, Shaka. I think whatever happens, Vial Smasher is so consistent. He doesn't care about the pack against it. So it's not going to be hard for him. Also, depending on what he has in hand. But so far, so good. I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be in many difficulties to that. But we saw the last game that Flavien on the left is not playing that many counter spells, that many disruption. He's got slightly disruption, not a lot of them, and he chose to play them carefully. So I don't know. I like how Lewis on the right is balancing from left to the right. He's dancing when he's shuffling all the time. And oh, really? Yes, I think he fetches, and his upkeep, he chooses to tap his mana confluence, which doesn't work like City of Brass. You don't get to get pinged by online for that, but at least he doesn't play Vial Smasher right now. So +1 turn. Far so good. Happen next in the series of events. So, thing is, I don't know how much of a difference that ancestral vision is going to make. Oops, look at top. Jewelry. Look at target player's hand and peek, 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 peek. Picky, 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 boo. And there's not going to be any threats so far for Louis. I don't see any threats. Is it an unexpectedly absent on the right? Or am I still blind as shit? Should be. This is quite an expensive hand, actually. It's not really curved. It's 1 spell per turn, so next turn is going to be hell of a shit to resolve because Ancestral Vision plus a probable Vial Smasher the Fist as an addition is going to be you don't know why. So think twice first. Think twice is the card that he saw. He didn't know the cards. You all saw that. He saw his hand and he doesn't care. He just knows that. He's got enough information in his head. Plus, Louis is not a really bad player. He's kind of a good player. So think twice against think twice. The duel or think twice? Think 3 times actually because it's played by the same players simultaneously. Oh, that's kind of aggressive to me. He chooses to counter the ancestral vision. and the player chooses to, well, right. And obviously it's gonna play very smash on the fierce. Wow, that is, I don't know. I don't know why I was expecting like this, but really, you prefer Ancestral Vision to resolve and Vial Smasher to keep at bay, but for some reason he didn't want to. This Rainforest is on the left. And both players got 7 cards in hand, that's kind of crazy. So no damage done so far, and as I told you, Mana Confluence dealing quite a lot of damage on both sides. I think the Tundra, yeah, Tundra is going to appear on the left. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. One more time, and what is Flavien going to do now? Because I don't think being on the control part of the board is a really good plan when Vial Smashing the case is already on the battlefield. Doesn't seem like a wise idea. I wish he drew just a removal spell. Just one removal spell would have been cool. But unexpectedly absent in top deck, is that it? Yeah, seems so. that is a removal. I was expecting for a removal to happen. And yep. Back to your top deck. And you can choose. I would love to have him shuffle his library right now. Waste. Take a blue, second main phase, I don't care. Play Vial Smasher PS 3. And tell me what you think about that. I think he's got a condescending ring. Gonna send for 1. Hmm? What's gonna happen now? So far, I didn't do any damage, and so far, Vial Smasher the Fierce is not really hunting down the battlefield, so he's not chasing his life points too much. The surprise brainstorm effect. few much more, but at least it's gonna tempt sometimes. So, huh. Actually, what is interesting right now is both players have lots of active cards in hand. So, thing is, who's gonna play first? I'm starting to wonder what Narset could play that is not counterable. That could be fun, but oh, when you're doomed to playing Jace like that, you really put yourself out of the tempo. So I'm not sure, but I don't think this is where you want to be. Yes, your opponent is totally agreeing on that. Play Jace, yeah, do that. Do that, bro. That's alright to me. It's going to have to attack it. It doesn't even have to attack it. He doesn't care. I don't think Louis doesn't even care about Flavien's Jace, really. Because anyway, the next time is going to be double draw. So this is just attacking for the fun. Right. This is just attacking for the fun. Because you know he's got enough time to drain the 22 life in addition to the rest. So that Faden comes. And that's going to be even more filtering his hand than it has never been filtering before. So, yeah, immediately takes one, draw two, discard two. Yeah, that was a Jace of Despair. I don't really understand. He's got lots of active cards in hand, and he played Panic Jace. Like, was he really testing counter spells with that Jace? He's lacking two lands. Louis has 7 lands, and he used the Wasteland, and Flavien only has 5. And wow. So this is more interesting. Anger of the Gods. Melanie Q. You take 2. You got lit. And now you pass. He's actually putting himself out of the tempo, and because of his mana, he's just exactly not at the good mana amount. That's crazy. A control pack who doesn't land every turn like that, I don't know. Maybe he's not playing 41 or 42 lands, but he should, really. From the looks of his hand, from the looks of the graveyard and the battlefield, I'm pretty sure he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7. He has 14 non-land spells versus 6 lands. 1 in the graveyard, or 2 in the graveyard, 7. 2 in the graveyard and 5 in the field. That makes 40. 1 out of 2. That makes twice as much as non-land spells. So this is a slight mana less, as you can see. And this is not really unfortunate for him, because right now he's putting himself way out of the tempo, because you don't care about that Faden, right? You just don't care. It just means that Louis is gonna have whatever he wants to have in a hand until the end of the game, and if you don't handle Vial Smash at the first, you're just dead. That's weird. I mean, you cannot hope for Louis to get a lot of cards into his library, so that's not going to be happening anytime soon. So, oh, there comes Kraum. You take 5, and you take 6 more. You take 11. War on your face. Condition for 1, supply 2. Oh, he falls into that. If he doesn't have a counter spell for 2, maybe he can use his Supreme Verdict on the next turn. But first of all, things he's got to have a counter spell, and second thing, he can replay both his commander. Not the same turn, but it's not going to be enough, bro. Yeah. Is he scooping or what? No, he's just. Did he play a pig something? Hmm. Text and progress been played, right? Well, that makes lots of information, and unfortunately, I don't really think we didn't need that information. He just knows that he has a board sweeper as expected, but whew! And a land at last. Reflecting pool it is, reflecting pool. So a land that at least make blue, because he was also missing some blue, as funky as it looks. Or you have to ask that to the Leviathan committee. I can only talk for the dual commander committee, and you already know the answer. It's yes, it has been banned 2 weeks ago. I can send you the link for dual commander if you want, but for Leviathan it's still authorized. So, oh, Jesus, he's going really greedy. Oh gosh. Well, at least he can pass everything right now. So as long as he's got temporal trespass like or things like that, he can totally play stuff. What would be amazing to me is that if he drew Armageddon and Armageddon and Wrath of God or something like that, so he just destroys everything and or Upheaval or something like that. So Upheaval would be amazing right now. But I'm not really sure he plays Upheaval in Narset. It's not really what you want to play, but that would be amazing. I would love to see an Upheaval right now. And look at Luis's Joe hanging on the floor. Hey, that's good. That's a wipe. That's a wipe. Board sweep. So Kraum costs 7, and you are dead. Unfortunately. So yeah. People say shit happens. Oh really? Shit happened. I'm not completely sure about the way he played. I don't agree with all of Flavien's plays, but maybe it's, you know what they say, it's always easier when you're behind the camera looking at players saying, ha ha! When you're in the battlefield, facing with sweat your opponent when it's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock p.m. right now in France, and you've been playing since 10 o'clock this morning, everything is harder. So, top 4 is Narset, Vial, Kraum, as you see, and on the other side you should have what we had. The other hand was Barrel. No, Barrel was beaten by Kraum, so not this Barrel. Jace, Prince Prodigy, and Barrel, I think. Or Genera, I don't know. It's game 2. Come on, show us some stuff. Actually, you know, it just takes, it's not hard, it just takes an average hand on Louis' side, like 1 counter spell, because you cannot dodge bets, and 2 shitty removal or whatever it is. And 1 or 2 spots removal. Like if he draws removal or planeswalkers, it's not going to do anything like that. Actually, like the hand he has right now. This seems like a very awesome hand on Louis' side. Graded by your wastelands on 1. You had plans, you don't have plans. So yeah, it's Jason Barrel. The other table is Jason Barrel. So it's blue versus blue splash, white with no red, or close to no red, versus blue splash, black with small red. If you don't like blue, if you don't like the sea, if you don't like blue flowers, if you don't like stuff like that, this is not your stream. Sorry. I think you should go to another place. Yeah, you know, this is 30 life tournaments metagame, so you cannot expect anything else than combo blue to happen actually. So you have to play green or blue. Basically, it's what you end up with. You know, you got Eason, you've got a few stuff like that, and you just have kind of spell war. And the metagame got even more violent right now. So people are starting to play barrel polymorph, just like we play in Commander, and high tide decks like Jace or Barrel. You don't really care about the Commander, it doesn't change anything. Barrel is insane, and Jace is more mid-range, longish thing that you don't really need to. Click and Brancer also could be playable, but not. So this is the meta game, and you also face green decks. But yeah, mostly blue counter spells as well. So that's what it's going to be. Yeah, really, once again, if you don't like it, is you have to expect blue things. Blue stuff, blue stuff, blue stuff. I think he's got the attempt to -1 on Jace. That's kind of crazy. He's got the Ponder in hand, so he doesn't need to. And there's an obvious -1 on the Jace Demon's culture right now. You absolutely do not want Vial Smash of the PS to stay on the battlefield. So and as a misplay, he should also not play Ponder first. To me, he should just -1 straight away. It's not going to do, and this is crazy. Play your Planeswalker ability first, because you might regret it later on. Like, what if your opponent has a lightning bolt? No more Jace. That Wasteland is a really good thing. Oh my gosh. Wasteland on this. You don't take the mana. Second main phase, you bounce Vial Smash out the face and you won the game, dude. Come on. Yeah, suspended. You don't need that. Just do the obvious. Come on. Gosh. He likes Vial Smasher on the battlefield. If I was not politely streaming, I would be smashing my head on my screen right now. You have to know that. You lost your Jace. What a surprise. You're going to lose it. But on the other side, the opponent doesn't have any red mana anymore, so that's cool. That's got a limit, actually. That's got real limits. I would actually be laughing if he had an infinite cycle, you know, of Crucible of Worlds and Wasteland. I would be just dead on the floor laughing right now, because that would be insane against Vial Smasher, who doesn't even use, say, 3 or 4 basic mana lands. So that is insane. Yeah, I busted your Jace because you misplayed it. You own that Jace in the graveyard. And a Ponder. Yep, preordained Ponder, not Ponder, preordained, sorry, no matter. And doesn't have a brainstorm enough time. Gosh, you had a brainstorm, you had a Ponder, and you didn't use -1 on Jace. This is close to being a prison case. I think they should be sued. I'm going to sue Flavien after this. I'm going to sue him to the tribunal. He's not going to like it. It's going to cost me a lot of money, but I say you cannot have this. Or you're really certain that on the next turn you make a massive board sweeper and you make sure that Vial Smasher appears 20, but yeah. Order of succession. That's good. That's at least what he had to do. To me, that's the minimum, the strict minimum he could do in order to have a one turn 3 like that. And he didn't take any damage so far, so that's insane. How is he still in that game? Deep analysis from a blank turn. Wow. No, not blank turn. Poaches. Taking the black mana from the board, and Mystic Confluence is probably going to go way ahead of this. Because Mystic Confluence is not a good thing. Guys, I'm just starting to wonder how long has it been since this Ancestral Vision has had 4 counters, really? How long has it been? Just, oh my god, at least 3! At least 3! We all tied on, god. I'm certain about the twice. I'm certain about his. Yeah, the last one we saw it. The previous one is mandatory as well, twice, and I'm pretty sure he missed the 3rd time. You know, he didn't have. He played Ancestral Vision. He had 4 lands, so he has 6 right now. So yeah, he's missed at least 2. I'm not certain about the 3rd one, but maybe he's going to see it now because he moved Narset on the right side, so his eyes are going to go to the right and say, "Oh, there's another card here." And the thing is, this is a warning for both players because Lewis is counting on that, but you have to remove the counter. You don't have a choice. You have to remove the counter. So I don't know if you can hear me being boiled right now because not only this is a twice missed trigger on something that you played for no reason while you had more reason to play anything on Flavian's side, but also Lewis is playing around it saying, "How, you forgot it?" But come on, a missed trigger is a missed trigger. I think the new rules say that now you cannot have a missed trigger. The judge is going to have to call back the missed trigger and input 2 warnings, 1 for each player, because each player is responsible for the mandatory triggers. I'm pretty sure this is how you handle this right now. I'm not all the time certain because this rule changed lots of time, but yeah. Yeah, putting it to 3 right now. So there's actually there's a judge next to them right now. There wasn't a judge at start, so no one was going to tell them they had to do stuff. So no, you cannot bounce Narset with Jace. What is happening right now? I don't even understand. Is it just what? Is it... No, he's resolving Narset. I was just wondering. They got so fast from the last turn to this one that just... So we don't have a sound, so I don't hear them saying, "Yo, attack face." So that was a pretty ugly Narset, right? That was a pretty ugly Narset turn. So yeah, he's starting to count things. So right now we're gonna have, but actually I don't see how Vial Smasher handles Narset right now. I'm pretty sure he has some ways to handle it. He should be playing 2 damage mass destruction spells, but who knows? Oh, and guys, Leo is just announcing that he's back for the comments, so he should be back any minute now, maybe for the final, maybe sooner as he wishes, I don't know. So we're gonna be 2 on the comments once again. This game is actually epic. I think right now Louis is just going insane in his head saying, how am I not winning this game already? Let me remind you that Flavien should have 3 more cards in his hand right now. Why did he draw 2 cards? I missed the card on the top. It's too many reflections to me. I don't. Kraum, yay! Any damage to Kraum will win to me. He wants to make sure that he doesn't get attacked for that many turns now. And you know what? After so many turns of not doing anything on both sides, I'm pretty sure Narset's going to get inflamed. You know, it's gonna get. He has fetched like 5 times. He's played already more than 14 cards. He still have 2 in the hand, so he didn't play any key cards so far. One time warp, I believe, is enough. So it really depends upon what the next Narset attack is. If he's greedy, he's gonna run Narset into Kraum, not caring about what he's doing. But what is he doing with his hand right now? I don't get it. It's a fact of fiction, right? Oh well, he's resolving a fact of fiction. Lol. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Just take the Ajani. Oh god. It's just mind tricked him. Take an Ajani, put -3 on Kraum, you attack with Narset on the next turn, you keep your Ajani, and then you blow up the Kraum because Narset has initiative first strike. That was the play to me, but you know. Cryptic does the same. You just bounce it and yeah. Let's not forget this ancestral vision that should have made you win the game 3 times ago. So he asks for a view first. So we got Elspeth, we got. Yeah, he saw the temp. Is it through the eons? Walk through the eons? Yeah, I think it's another time warp at last reveals to Narset. So this is usually when Narset goes off, because I'm pretty sure right now the game is in favor of Flavien, who cannot lose this one. You cannot lose this one. I mean, Elspeth is going to pump up again 2 turns. There's a win on the table. You just have to attack. And you're going to resolve, at last, you're going to resolve that ancestral vision. Except if Louis has force of will. We have to. I think he has got misdirection in his hand, but not force of will. So I can't see his hand. So trench war it is. Trench war it is. So this is an additional turn. He's gonna fetch, he's gonna take his time. And actually, right now, even if Louis came back, he still has to handle an Elspeth right now, and Elspeth is gonna do damage too. So this is a game that is going to go for Flavien. They still have lots of time to play it, so he cannot go for the draw. Especially against Fall Smasher, you cannot ask for a draw. Come on, slam for 6, which is so far he's been slamming for 6, 9, 12. 12 damage. Ooh, water, monetize, and shit. That is bad news. And that is good news. Yeah, pilot. Woof! I cannot believe we've been seeing that. Come on. How is it possible? I'm getting too old for this shit. I swear I'm getting too old for that. And you can see the players talking to each other. So I would say it's actually a good ambience. And this is the end of the weekend. This is the last, the one before the last round. And now we've got the judge on the table. You can see the judge's shadow in the left. Judge's shadow. So 1-1. Prepare your stuff. So, it looks like we're going to have some sports until the very end, which is expected. And right now, we've got the decisive game of the top 4 of this Leviathan Commander main event with 77 players today. This is the top 4. The other part of the top 4 is a blue versus blue. So Barrel versus Jace. You don't want to see that soon. And right now, we're going to have to witness the very last game of one of these 2 players. He's going to be fighting a mono blue deck, which is not going to be a very short game to watch. You can right now, do we have anything decent on any side? We're about to know. So, Louis got Duress in hand, which is a good thing, and bad stuff. Counterspell. Counterspell, Duress, land and land. Detection probe on turn 1. Ooh, that lightning bolt at last. Lightning bolt and sudden demise. 2 things that you don't want to see when you're playing Body Smash Shadow. So he's going to chain by a Duress on probably Lightning Bolt. This should be the play. Force of Will. I think the Force of Will under the sudden demise. And Temple of Force God under Force of Will. And miscalculation. No. Tundra. I don't recognize like blue cards. Sorry guys. But yeah. Yes, you can get another land while I am thinking of my second turn, which is going to be not just Tundra on the battlefield. Yeah, he was fetching quite fast. And what if he had a staple in hand? That would be a very bad idea, wouldn't it?
Hey, hello everyone.
So guys, this is Leo back on the track.
Woo! Back and ready to get inside. Hi everyone. I'll be here to comment that last game and the finals. I've been away the whole day, so I now just started watching the stream again, and I'll be commenting the game with DoxFX once more. And I think that's a match that's really ruled by the lands you play, in fact, because the more lands you have, the more you can spam your both your commanders on Louis' side, and that's what just killed him in the previous game, because he couldn't spam his commanders, and it left all the time in the world for Narset to play both of his Planeswalker and Narset and just seal the game. He had some troubles with his mana. He couldn't spam either of his commanders. He even ran into some removals the other section, I think. While in the first game, he could just spam off his two commanders, and the thing is that he doesn't have many things to take care of, I think, on Narset's side, because most of the Planeswalkers can be handled pretty well with the counter spells and removals from the red and black colors. And he has Kraum and Vial Smasher that can both deal some damage, and he should have some rust effects to get rid of Narset. And that way he can just spam his commanders while keeping some mana to counter and let all of the removals resolve, so that Narset ends up with 0 counterspell in hand, and he can just keep playing his commanders, or maybe some kills, like in his colors he has access to Eugene, Nickel Blast, Riders Return, maybe.
What I like here is when in one turn he's been from far away in terms of land and being on the play to having 2 mana more than his opponents, which is really cool.
Well, so that's the power of that land indeed.
Myriad Landscape into Temple of the False God into Narset. This is rough, because right now I don't think Louis plays that many cards to kill stuff that doesn't have that cannot be targeted, because any good spells like that are red or black, and they just kill Vial Smash of the Fears as well. So
that's a Toxic Deluge, right?
Is he playing? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's a Toxic Deluge. He said 2, so that Vial survives and not Narset. That should have been his. Well, yes. That's probably his plan all along, because he knew that there was a Force Wheel in his hand. So he had planned to play Vial Smasher, so that Narset, the other player would play Narset, because he knew he would have 6 mana on that turn. He had seen his hand, he had seen both of the lands, so that the player played Narset, and now he could both kill Narset, get rid of the Force of Will of the card he had to pitch. So now he has his commander on the board. He did some card advantage. Well, it's pretty nice, but I don't know why he didn't.
It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing, because he had the mana type in hand, which his opponent didn't know about. So 1 mana short to mana type, but at least he gets to recast this. Louis knows about the sudden demise. He saw that on the Duress and the Gitix and Commentaries. So this is close now. You don't want to recast Narset too soon. That mana type is going to be, because right now this is about recasting a Vial Smasher of the Fears next turn and getting boom.
Yeah, you must manage to get some counter spells down in the Vial Kraum. Is that the power of the partners? Because you can try to spam Narset, but it will it already costs 6 the first time, so then 8, maybe 10. The game will go to the late game, because control mirror. But it remains hard to spam the commander.
Yeah. You just got to do 1/1.
Oh my god, I love that kind of Fact of Fiction, because you can have the solution in hand and play Fact of Fiction and make your opponent believe that you need the solution, and take the 4 cards pack just make ton of card advantage and play your solution, and your opponent's just disgusted. That's one of the best ways to play Fact or Fiction.
Especially when you put the 2 lands on the other side, you know, you just don't care. Just that's ugly.
And in a matchup where all the lands are that important, getting 3 more lands is just awesome.
So he needs
he has 9 mana. He cannot play Narset again, but maybe he, well, yeah, he's trying to maybe find some threats, because he has 1 turn in which he can try to cast some threats. He still has 8 mana. He should have 8 mana, so if he finds a Eugene, an Elspeth, a Jay, something like that, it could get, well, it could be really useful.
Oh, Eugene would be really awesome here.
Yeah, because the problem with...
Karn would be destructive. Karn would be absolutely destructive.
Yeah. The issue here is that if you play a small Planeswalker, Louis can just play Kraum and snipe it.
Oh, breaking news, guys! On the other table, Barrel won, so we're going to have Barrel versus Vis, the winner of those 2, in the finals. So
anyway, it's going to be a blue final.
It's a blue top 8 already. So
okay, yeah. So Leviathan, yeah.
I mean, the least blue of them is Animar versus Wanderer, which is less blue.
So Wanderer is still performing in Leviathan?
I don't know. I would say that it faced opponents that were not performing.
Okay.
And that was a complicated game. I hope I'm not wrong. I just hesitate. If Wanderer has lost the last game, but I think it was enough because he won all the other ones to be on the top 8. So.
Okay. So here we saw Cosmic Inquisition was an easy choice because it's easy to predict, well, play around both the Force Spike and the Manatis. Well, it's a bit harder to play around the Miscalculation, and it can be recycled. So yeah, easy choice on that side. And you can see here that the Narset player doesn't have enough mana to play Narset once more, and he has an empty hand. He has absolutely no threats in hand, no removals. Everything has in his hand can be played around. So now Luis has a nice window to play his commander and go for the kill. Well, at least start driving, because he won't go that fast. It's 30 HP,
so
and the beatdown plan is
on Temple of False God.
Yeah. Well,
so he's making sure that it doesn't play anything.
Yeah.
Does he need to? I don't know.
Play something impacting. 4 mana, Cryptic Command, Fact Fiction, dismiss. Okay. Well, classic good counter.
The dismiss went in. That's crazy. So now it's starting to cost 7. He has the 7 mana, but really, he doesn't have much more than this. I'm not worried, but Vial Marshal the Fierce having done only 5 damage and costing 7 this is crazy. This is crazy. What is going to be? He's going to be Jace.
No, that's a threat. But it cannot defend itself against flyers, so Kraum will still be a threat for her. Vial.
Oh, that's a nice token. That's a very nice token. Oh, let's not forget about this. Look, please do not forget this. Stick something onto your foreheads. No, better take a post-it. Right, think about the ancestral vision, lick it, and slam it into your opponent's forehead.
You're allowed to have a token on your deck. So most of the time, a good idea is to keep a token on your deck so that before you draw a step.
Louis just did the same on the last games, but yeah, this time he's not forgetting it because I think he's forgotten it twice, if not 3 times. I'm not sure about the 3rd time during the last game, which everyone was just mad about in the comments. I think 2 people went to the hospital in the French channel, so because it was really, really a balanced game, and he needed that to resolve. Where he doesn't need to counter the Lewis's ancestral vision, to me. But he chose. Yeah, that's a full graveyard. It's starting to fill up.
So as foreseen, he played
playing that slow are going to go to a draw. Really, I mean, both decks can kill fast, but 25-24 at 7 minutes.
I really think that Lewis has the edge here and can really manage to win the game. Honestly,
he does. He obviously does. But
Oh, that's the kind of card you would want. In fact, you will be sure you don't.
What is he doing right now? Oh, 10 impact. 10 impact.
Yeah, 10 impact. So he's revealing his deck. He can stop whenever he wants, as long as he doesn't run into 2 copies of the same card.
10 impact on a demonic tutor, really? Wow. This is an English choice. Oh gosh! And as you know, Leo, he's just letting exiled, one of the rare cards that handles Narset. Makes him sacrifice a creature.
Yeah, but he has all of his damage removals, the Wrath effects, the Anger of Gods effects. I think he's on a really nice spot because he's going to kill Elspeth now. He has Demonic Tutor if he needs anything. Oh my god! So he's going to draw 3 more cards here. He doesn't care about his HPs anyway. So he has a nice hand, while Flavien only has Manatis and Force Pack in his hand. Yeah, he has Kraum on the board. He's gonna kill the Elspeth and leave Flavien with only a 1/1. He still has the mana to replay Vial Smasher, while Narset costs 10 if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, this is correct. This is the Ancestral Vision is gonna come too late. Narset won't be replayed, and because it drew 2 or 3 draw engines in a turn, he's back to 7 cards in hand, and the Demonic Tutor is going to end up this turn.
Now is the time to tutor well, because if he tries to play to take something really safe, like for example Cryptic Command, he can run into both Manatis and Force Spike and not be able to cast it. So he has to not be too greedy, or it depends on what he has in hand, because if he already has a can spell for the next, for the Eugene, for another of something like that, he's safe anyway. But yeah, the idea is that boss commanders can replay the commanders quite often, and it's gonna be it's a grindy matchup where the most important cards are your drone giants and your lands. If you've got the advantage on the cards and the lands,
that's a greedy attack. That is hell of a greedy attack.
Fatal Push, I think.
Fatal Push on the lands.
He just killed the mana and he took 1.
Come on, we're not playing standard. Let's do some stuff. Fatal Push.
Yeah, so he has early well-filled hand. He has his commander. He should be able to replay Kraum, I think, with all that mana available. So yeah, I think 4 minutes are enough for him to kill. It still depends on what Flavien draws, but on his Ancestral Vision. So let's not forget it, because the Ancestral Vision.
To me, the best way he could just come back would be if Louis takes some time to recast. By misplay, to me, Vial Smasher the Fierce for the maximum, which is 7 right now. I think get no mana open, and he faces like an uncounterable Wrath, like Supreme Verdict, and or just another Wrath, non-special, but that manages to go away. But that's what's happening right now. This is a window open to him.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of playing it now. With 1 more land and a kind of spell casting 2, like something just a Memory Lapse, for example, he can be quite safe because
you know what I would
even
like?
if he has to counter something, he won't just have his spell countered by both Manatis and Force Spike. But that way he just left the window. But I guess Flavien just drew land and played it.
I would have liked Brainstorm into Armageddon, Supreme Verdict, play them in the order, get the mana, get the counterspell to play, and mana type the counterspell. That would have been the jaw-breaking turn. Like, what? Everyone's got 2 cards in hand, unplayable commanders, and you have to empty your libraries. That would have been crazy. It's not gonna happen.
I don't even think that Narset plays any Armageddon effects. Well, I don't think. Well, you only want to play them when you already have a Planeswalker sticky on the board. But if you already have that, well, it's overkill to play an Armageddon.
Or Runation. Runation should be massively destructive here.
Yeah, but
I would love to see a
he would
Runation.
lose more of his mana base too. In fact, in that situation, he would be left with 2 on the plane.
No, Runation instead of the Armageddon, right? But I think, yeah, he doesn't play any of those.
So yeah, for now it's really difficult turn. Well, we need to know now what he will draw on his Ancestral Vision. But if he runs into something like Remand or Memory Lapse, it's probably just game over. Now knows that, and he is just full tapped, and he will play, well, whatever he wants. Okay, Logic Note for the kill. He's removing all of his grave and one-shotting Flavien, thanks to Vial.
Yeah.
The Logic Note costs something like 30. So GG.